Hello everybody. Today I am going to teach you the first chapter of the snapshot book, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. First we will read the introduction of the lesson. The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse is written by William Saroyan. The story is about two Armenian boys, Aram and Moran, who belong to the Gaglanian family. Their tribe is known for their honesty. They are poor and can hardly earn money for food. They both long to ride a horse. Now we will see how do they fulfill their desire of horse riding. To know this, let's listen the explanation of the chapter. One day back there in the good old days when I was 9 and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence and life was still a delightful and mysterious dream, my cousin Morad, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me, came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. Aram, he said. I jumped out of bed and looked out of the window. I could not believe what I saw. It was not morning yet, but it was summer, and with daybreak, not many minutes around the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I was not dreaming. Let's listen the explanation. One day 9-year-old Aram was asleep and was in a world of extremely beautiful imagination. His cousin Morad came at 4 in the morning, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except Aram. Morad called Aram, who jumped out of his bed and could not believe what he saw out of the window. It was dawn, and there was light enough outside to make him see outside, what made him believe he was not dreaming. Next para. My cousin Morant was sitting on a beautiful white horse. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. Yes, he said in Armenian, it is a horse. You are not dreaming. Make it quick if you want to ride. I knew my cousin Morad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake, but this was not more than even I could believe. In the first place, my earliest memories had been memories of horses, and my first longings had been longings to ride. This was the wonderful part. Let's listen the explanation. Morad was sitting on a white horse. Aram rubbed his eyes and stuck out his head out of the window. Morad assured him in Armenian it was not a dream. Morad asked if Aram wanted a ride. He must make it quick. Morad was the type of person who enjoyed being alive, means he enjoys his life to the fullest and does not step back from opportunities that give enjoyment. Aram could not believe that he was seeing a horse in front of him. Aram's earliest memory was of horses and he always wanted to ride one. This was the wonderful part that he was actually going to ride a horse for real. Next para. In the second place, we were poor. This was the part that would not permit me to believe what I saw. We were poor, we had no money, our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Garoglanian family was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. Nobody could understand where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies, not even the old men of the family. Most important of all, though, we were famous for our honesty. We had been famous for our honesty for something like 11 centuries, even when we had been the wealthiest family in what we like to think was the world. We were proud first, honest next, and after that we believed in right and wrong. None of us would take advantage of anybody in the world, let alone steal. Let's listen the explanation. Aram's family was poor and had no money, so it was difficult for him to believe in what he saw outside his house. They were poor, they don't have money. Their whole tribe was extremely poor. Every member of the Garoglanian family was living in the most surprising and comical poverty. They didn't even know how they managed to get food for themselves every day. Even the old man of the family also didn't know how they were getting food. Although his tribe was poor, they were known for their honesty for 11 centuries. They were honest, proud, and always believed in right and wrong. No one from their family would ever steal anything or would take advantage of anyone in the world. Next para. Consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting, I could not believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Morad or with me or with any of the other members of our family, asleep or awake, because I knew my cousin Morad could not have bought the horse, and if he could not have bought it, he must have stolen it, and I refused to believe he had stolen it. No member of the Garoglanian family could be a thief. I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. Now, listen the explanation carefully. Adam was so excited that he was seeing a horse that was so pleasant and beautiful. He could smell it and hear it breathing, and still could not believe that Murad or anyone in the family could afford a horse. He was thinking if Murad had stolen the horse, but he didn't believe it as thought no one in his family could be a thief. He gazed at his cousin and then at the horse. There was a religious motionlessness and wittiness in both Morad and the horse, as one charmed him and the other squared him. Next para. Morad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. It was true then he had stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not, as I chose. Well, it seemed to me stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else, such as money. For all I knew, maybe it was not stealing at all. If you were crazy about horses the way my cousin Morad and I were, it was not stealing. It would not become stealing until we offered to sell the horse, which of course I knew we would never do. Let me put on some clothes, I said. All right, he said, but hurry. I leaped into my clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind my cousin Morad.